Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I'm Anuja Kumar with the midday news. The headlines. Budget session of Parliament begins with President's address to joint sitting of both houses. President's lauds work done by the Modi government in last 10 years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says this budget session is an opportunity for all MPs to leave positive footprints. Applauds women empowerment in the country. Finance Ministry slashes import duty on mobile phone components. Government appoints members of 16th Finance Commission. Dense fog disrupts rail, road and air traffic in the national capital. And Indian hockey team to clash with Egypt in FIH Hockey Fives Men's World Cup 2024 in Muscat this evening. And now the news in detail. President Draupadi Murmu has asserted that the grand edifice of a developed India will stand on four strong pillars of youth power, women power, farmers and the poor. She said their situation and dreams are similar in every part and every section of society in the country, and her government has spent a significant portion of the tax revenues to empower these pillars. Addressing the joint sitting of both houses of Parliament today, she added, India has seen completion of many things in the national interest in the last 10 years, for which people were waiting for decades. The President highlighted the construction of Ram Temple in Ayodhya, saying people were hopeful for it for centuries and that the dream has been fulfilled now. She also listed the abrogation of Article 370 from Jammu and Kashmir, banning triple talaq and other measures taken by the government in the last 10 years. She informed that in the last 1 decade, about 25 crore countrymen have been lifted out of poverty, which is something that instills great confidence among the poor.
बीता वर्ष भारत के लिए ऐतिहासिक उपलब्धियों से भरा रहा है। इस दौरान देशवासियों का गौरव बढ़ाने वाले अनेक पल आए। दुनिया में गंभीर संकटों के बीच भारत सबसे तेजी से विकसित होती बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बना। भारत चंद्रमा के दक्षिण ध्रुव पर झंडा फहराने वाला पहला देश बना। ऐतिहासिक G20 सम्मेलन के सफलता ने पूरे विश्व में भारत की भूमिका को सशक्त किया।
The President said India got its first Namo Bharat train and the first Amrit Bharat train last year, and it became the country with the fastest 5G rollout in the world. Highlighting legislative achievements of the government, the President lauded the enactment of the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam after a wait of 3 decades, which has paved the way for ensuring greater participation of women in the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies. She said the nation has got a new Nyay Sanhita based on the principle of justice first, while the Digital Personal Data Protection Act will make the digital space more secure.
3 दशक बाद नारी शक्ति बंधन अधिनियम पारित करने के लिए मैं आपकी सराहना करती हूँ। ये वुमेन लीड डेवलपमेंट के मेरी सरकार के संकल्प को मजबूत करता है। रिफॉर्म, परफॉर्म और ट्रांसफॉर्म के अपने कमिटमेंट को मेरी सरकार ने लगातार जारी रखा है। गुलामी के कालखंड में प्रेरित क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम अब इतिहास हो गया है। अब दंड को नहीं अपितु न्याय को प्राथमिकता है। न्याय सर्वोपरि के सिद्धांतों पर नई न्याय संहिता देश को मिली है।
Touching upon the agriculture sector, the President said for the first time the government has given priority to over 10 crore small farmers in the country's agricultural policy and schemes. Talking about the Indian economy, the President said India has transformed from a fragile 5 to a top 5 economy of the world. She said the world witnessed 2 major conflicts and the COVID-19 pandemic in the past years, and despite such global crisis, the government has kept inflation under control. She said Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat have become the strengths of the country. The President also said the country's banking system, which was in a very bad shape earlier, has today become one of the strongest banking systems in the world, and NPAs are today only around 4%. Underlining that the government is focused on human-centric development, President Murmu asserted that the dignity of every citizen is paramount for the centre. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that those MPs who contributed positively to the parliament will be remembered by all, but those who caused disruptions will hardly be remembered. Addressing the media outside the parliament ahead of the budget session, the Prime Minister said the members who have a habit of being involved in ruckus and lowering the constitutional values must introspect in this last session of the current Lok Sabha.
ये बजट सत्र अवसर है, पश्चाताप का भी अवसर है, कुछ अच्छे फुटप्रिंट छोड़ने का भी अवसर है। तो मैं ऐसे सभी माननीय सांसदों से आग्रह करूंगा कि आप इस अवसर को जाने मत दीजिए, उत्तम से उत्तम परफॉर्म कीजिए, देश हित में उत्तम से उत्तम अपने विचारों का लाभ सदन को दें और देश को भी उत्साह और उमंग से भर दें।
He urged all the MPs not to miss this opportunity and perform their best. The Prime Minister said the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam was passed during the first session of this new parliament, and on 26th of January the country witnessed women power and valor at Kartavya Path.
इस संसद ने एक बहुत ही गरिमापूर्ण फैसला लिया था और वो फैसला था नारी शक्ति वंदन अधिनियम, और उसके बाद 26 जनवरी को भी हमने देखा और आज बजट सत्र का आरंभ हो रहा है तब राष्ट्रपति द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी का मार्गदर्शन और कल निर्मला सीतारमण जी के द्वारा इंटरिम बजट, एक प्रकार से ये नारी शक्ति के साक्षात्कार का पर्व है।
A copy of the President's address to the joint sitting of both the Houses of Parliament has been tabled in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Later, the two houses were adjourned for the day. Earlier in the Rajya Sabha, nominated member Satnam Singh Sandhu, Swati Maliwal and Narayan Das Gupta of Aam Aadmi Party took oath. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar announced the revocation of the suspension of 11 opposition members who were suspended in the winter session of their unruly behaviour. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Union Finance Ministry has reduced the import duty on components used in the manufacture of mobile phones from 15% to 10%. The decision aims at boosting exports from the country. The move will benefit companies like Apple and other high-end Android phones, as well as bolster India's export. The components on which the import duty has been cut to 10% includes battery cover, front cover, middle cover, main lens, back cover, and GSM antenna of any technology. The government today appointed 4 members of the 16th Finance Commission with the approval of the President of India. Former Secretary Ajay Narayan Jha, former Special Secretary Expenditure Annie George Matthew, Executive Director Earth Global Dr. Niranjan Rajadhyaksha have been appointed as full-time members. Group Chief Economic Advisor of the State Bank of India, Dr. Soumya Kanti Ghosh, has been appointed as a part-time member. The 16th Finance Commission was constituted on the 31st of December with Arvind Pangadia, former Vice Chairman Niti Aayog, as its chairman. The 16th Finance Commission has been requested to make its recommendations available by 31st of October 2025, covering an award period of 5 years, commencing 1st of April 2026. The Enforcement Directorate is questioning Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren in Ranchi as part of a money laundering case probe linked to an alleged illegal sale and purchase of army land. Yesterday, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha chief chaired a meeting with the MLAs of his ruling coalition. He held 2 rounds of meetings with the alliance legislators at the CM House to discuss the current political situation in the state. On Monday, the ED officials visited the Chief Minister's residence in Delhi to question him. The central agency seized 2 cars and 36 lakh rupees cash but did not find the JMM leader. Following this, BJP MP Nishikant Dubey alleged that the Jharkhand CM is absconding and that there is a proposal to make his wife the Chief Minister of the state. The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra started by Prime Minister Narendra Modi is receiving full support from the people of Uttar Pradesh. People are getting benefits of the government schemes through this yatra. The Prime Minister is interacting with the beneficiaries of the yatra and taking their feedback. A report.
भारत का अनमोल यही समय है There is a lot of enthusiasm among the people of Barabanki regarding the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. District Magistrate of Barabanki, Satyen Kumar, informed that there are more than 4.5 lakh beneficiaries of Kisan Samman Nidhi and 16.5 lakh beneficiaries of Ayushman card in the district. During the Yatra, people have benefited with the schemes of central government in 1,155 Gram Panchayats of the district. Savitri, a beneficiary of Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, said that she has received a gas cylinder under the scheme, which has made her life much easier.
मेरा नाम सावित्री है। मुझे प्रधानमंत्री की तरफ से जल योजना सिलेंडर मिला है। पहले बहुत दिक्कत थी, चूल्हा फूकना पड़ता था, लकड़ी सब चीज की व्यवस्था करनी पड़ती थी। अब उसकी व्यवस्था करनी को नहीं पड़ती है, गैस पे खाना बनाते हैं और सब चीज को आराम है, जल्दी भी बन जाता है।
ओम अवस्थी, आकाशवाणी न्यूज, लखनऊ।
The Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority (PFRDA) has opened bidding for the PFRDA Tracking Report Analytics and Compliance E-Platform or TRACE RIPF as part of Technology Architecture Project. The Finance Ministry today said in a release that the PFRDA is inviting bids for selection of system integrator for design, development, implementation and maintenance of PFRDA TRACE. The ministry added that PFRDA TRACE will serve as a comprehensive tool for submitting regulatory and supervisory compliance reports by intermediaries. It will also share reports and data, monitor functions, facilitate a workflow for PFRDA departments to review and track submissions. The India Meteorological Department or IMD has said that Delhi is going through its coldest January in 13 years. The IMD said that due to cold weather conditions, the average minimum temperature has plummeted to 6.2 degrees this month, which is the lowest since 2012. The average maximum temperature has been 17.7 degrees. Talking to Akashvani News, IMD scientist Dr. R.K. Jenamani said that the weather changes in North India has been due to western disturbances.
Delhi has reported mainly the dense to very dense fog today. Also, the similar condition prevail over parts of Punjab and Haryana. And regarding the minimum temperature, we have the minimum temperature are of near normal because of western disturbance and clouds approaching from the western side.
Commuters are facing difficulties because of delay in flights and train services due to dense fog conditions with zero visibility in parts of Delhi. Parts of Punjab and Haryana witnessed a visibility of less than 50 meters during early morning hours today.
We have already the snowfall occurring over Kashmir and Himachal, higher ridges. Gulmarg also reported 30 millimeter precipitation and other parts of Jammu Kashmir reported rain also today. And regarding the day condition remaining cold during the last 24 hours. Further forecast rain and thunderstorm because of western disturbance moving across North India, Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh likely to get the plains of Northwest India likely to get rain, thunderstorm, precipitation, light to moderate rainfall, and the Western Himalayan region likely to get heavy snow today.
In sports, Indian men's hockey team is all set to face Egypt in the 46th match of FIH Hockey Fives Men's World Cup 2024 in Muscat this evening at 7:30 p.m. IST. Team India is looking in a great form after they registered a stunning 9-4 victory over Kenya in yesterday's match. Captain Uttam Singh made a sensational hat-trick by scoring 3 goals, guiding India to a huge victory. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Budget session of Parliament begins with President's address to joint sitting of both houses. President lauds work done by Modi government in last 10 years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says this budget session is an opportunity for all MPs to leave positive footprints. Applauds women empowerment in the country. Finance Ministry slashes import duty on mobile phone components. Government appoints members of 16th Finance Commission. Dense fog disrupts rail, road and air traffic in the national capital. And Indian hockey team to clash with Egypt in FIH Hockey Fives Men's World Cup 2024 in Muscat this evening. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the midday news.